You know, in today's world, it's so common for families to be scattered all over the globe. And that distance, it can create this low-level, constant hum of anxiety, right? Especially when you're thinking about your aging parents. Well, today we're going to look at a new model that's trying to tackle this exact problem head-on. So let's just get right into it. This question, it hits home for so many of us. It's not just about logistics, is it? It's deeply emotional. It's that 3 a.m. worry that wakes you up. That feeling of helplessness when you're miles and miles away and can't help with the small things, which, let's be honest, are always the big things.
And to really get a handle on this, the source material zooms in on a perfect example. Non-resident Keralites, or NRKs, whose parents are living back home in Trivandrum. I mean, this is the classic scenario, right? You've got kids building these incredible lives all over the world, but their parents are still in their hometown. And that creates this huge gap in just day-to-day support.
Okay, so you've got this gap, a gap between loving kids and their parents who need a bit more help. So what do you do? How do you possibly bridge that distance? Well, something new is popping up, a new kind of service that's not just trying to be a provider, but a real partner in care. And I think the language here is just so important. You see, tech-enabled, which, yeah, that means it's efficient, it's organized, it uses apps and stuff for communication, but then it's paired with compassionate. And this part, an extension of you. That's the real game changer. The whole idea isn't to replace you, the family. It's to be your stand-in, acting with the exact same care and attention you would if you were there. And boom, this tagline just nails it. Your eyes, ears, and helping hands. That is a powerful, powerful promise. It means somebody is actually there to see how your parents are really doing, to listen to what they need, and to physically help with the super important stuff like their health. This is where it gets really different. We're not just talking about a delivery service that drops off a bag of pills at the door. No, this model introduces a totally new role, the Health and Wellness Coordinator. You gotta think of them less like a pharmacist and more like a project manager for your parents' health. They're your single point of contact on the ground.
All right, so that's the big idea, but how does it actually work? I mean, what does it look like day to day? The whole system is designed to be super simple and reliable. The last thing you need is more stress, right?
So it's basically a 4-step process. Super straightforward. First, you enroll and share the prescriptions, all securely, of course. Step 2, the main thing happens, scheduled, reliable medicine delivery. But then, check out Step 3. This is where it goes from just being a service to being actual care. Proactive wellness checks. We're talking real phone calls to see how they're doing. And finally, Step 4, the loop is closed. You get updates. No more wondering, no more guessing games. Look, we all know every family is different. Every parent situation is unique. Some are super independent and just need a little backup, while others need a lot more hands-on help. So it makes sense that the service isn't one size fits all. Let's look at how they tailor the support with different plans. So really, the first big choice you have to make is this. Do you just need the essentials covered, or do you want someone to be proactively managing their wellness? The essential care is your safety net. It guarantees the meds show up on time, which is huge. But proactive care, that's where you get that dedicated coordinator who's handling doctor's appointments and giving you really detailed updates.
Okay, let's get into the nitty-gritty. Here's the breakdown. You've got essential care for about 300 rupees a month. That covers the absolute basics. But for just 600 rupees, you can jump up to Proactive Guardian. And that's where you get that dedicated health coordinator we were talking about, plus they'll manage appointments. Then you've got the Premium Family Plan. This is the whole shebang. It adds in-person visits, video call updates. It's a really high-touch, personal experience.
And it's really important to see what's underneath all these plans. It's a deep, specialized knowledge of medicine for older adults. This isn't just grabbing any old prescription off the shelf. It's about knowing which medications are senior safe, understanding geriatric dosages, which can be really different, and managing those complicated schedules for chronic illnesses. Even something as simple as pre-packing pills into daily doses can be a lifesaver, literally. All right, so the process makes sense. The expertise is there. But what does it all feel like? What's the real human impact on families? Well, the source material boils it down to this one simple phrase: care you can count on. And let's hear from people who are actually using it. Take this quote from Divya Pillai. She uses 2 phrases that just jump out: attention to detail and peace of mind. And really, for a son or daughter living thousands of miles away, that's everything, isn't it? Knowing someone is getting the little things right, that's where you find that peace of mind. And here's another one from Rahul Nair.
He points out this amazing combination of exceptional care with a friendly touch. It's not robotic, it's professional, it's reliable, but it's also human. And he uses the word trustworthy. I mean, when it comes to caring for your parents, trust is the absolute currency. It's all that matters.
So, if you boil this entire model down to its absolute essence, it comes down to a single number. 1. Just one. One trusted person on the ground to cut through all the confusion. One number you can call for anything, updates, questions, even emergencies. It's all about taking a complicated, stressful situation and making it simple.
So that leaves us with a pretty big question, doesn't it? Yeah, this specific service is in Trivandrum, but the problem it's solving, that's totally universal. So could this model, this blend of hyper-local, compassionate service with smart, simple tech, could this be the blueprint for the future? Could this be how we redefine what it actually means to care for family, no matter how many miles are between us?